J.O. on the beat. What's up, everybody? I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And Issa Kickback.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for joining us again for another week. We're on episode 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't make it to 20 when they do this kind of stuff. So, round of applause for ourselves.
Hey, facts. Consistency is key. Always remember that.
Yeah, major facts. So with that said, you know how we get down. But first, I want to thank you guys for listening, tuning in, the feedback. If you want to talk to me, you can contact me on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. Not Instagram. Snapchat's the best way because it's so personable.
Yeah.
And
it's directly to you.
At goodvibes_mi, hit me up. I'm always down. I am a little busy, but I'm always down to connect and just chop it up with supporters. I appreciate you guys.
For sure.
With that said, you know how we get down. Let's go ahead and let's just set the vibe for the day, for the night. Day and night. Day and night.
Shout out to K Cuddy.
Word.
This comes from Whitney's at It's the Little Things. Shout out to her. Always, we'll leave her link in the bio. It's the Little Things on Instagram, Snapchat as well.
Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. There you go. So be sure to follow her. Anyway, it says, always keep business about business. Yes, I don't like that a lot because it just necessarily be like money business. Always keep your personal relationship personal.
Yeah.
Your business connections, business.
Yeah.
Never mix business with pleasure,
Yeah.
That's no more rule that I tend to follow.
Yeah. And just to speak on that a little bit, I just had a situation where, there was some confusion because I had my personal Snapchat, which I was going to run with. That was going to be the one that I market and just, meet people with. And then I was like, well, I put my daughter on this, so I can't do that. So I took people that were also on my Good Vibes one off of it. And they were like, are you upset with me and stuff like that? And we had to have a conversation for them to realize, no, that's just my family, bro.
Yeah.
I'm putting my family in front of strangers' faces. I don't even posting my daughter on Facebook that often because people can be fucking weird.
Which is why I don't promote my Snapchat.
Yeah.
Because it is personal for me,
Yeah. No, and I get that. So that's why. So I think I like that quote a lot, just because it is that simple. And there's no hard feelings. I still fuck with you, but on the business tip, but it's are you coming to my daughter's birthday? Probably not. So.
I probably don't want you there anyway.
And why should you have that kind of access, kind of thing?
Facts.
But no disrespect. But
respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully. So with that said, moving on, we're just gonna get right into it. There's a lot coming. The title of this episode is "Changes Coming," and we're gonna speak on just some changes recently, but
it's a lot of shit's been going down lately.
Yeah, but first I want to talk about the Barry Ann project that Casey and his team, they worked their ass off. Casey ended up being the face when he wasn't by choice. That was him in the picture when it first started circulating. It's finally being completed. Work starts the 24th. If you have time on the 24th, weather permitted, hit me up to confirm. But we're gonna be out there, and I don't know shit about construction, but I told that man I could dig a good fucking hole. So,
holes.
So he said, all hands on deck, man. They did their part. They got the money. They're volunteering their time, and if we can get out there and help them complete it faster than they expect, we'll have 2 brand new courts down at one of the best parks to hoop at in town. So
yeah, the best park to hoop at.
Yeah. So with that said,
that's really awesome that they created that whole project because they didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome.
They're volunteering their time. There's a couple people involved. I don't remember all their names off the top, so really appreciate all of them. But like I said, Casey just ended up being the face, and he showed love. When I sat down with him, he's like, it's not just me. It's he said the Emmerich brothers, and then he said a couple of other people. So he makes sure they get their respect and stuff like that, and we do appreciate them doing that because they definitely didn't have to.
For sure.
So with that said, April 24th, weather permitted. Hit me up on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram if you have questions. But we're gonna be down at Barry Ann. We're gonna get to work, get these new courts set up for everybody.
So we sort of crease your elbows, you did?
Yeah. So what we want to speak on next is I want to say rest in peace to DMX.
Yes.
That was a tough loss.
Man, who you telling, bro?
Yeah.
It was very. I don't want to say shocking because we heard the news that he was hospitalized earlier in the week.
Yeah.
But like DMX is always known as a fighter, as a warrior. So like, I really thought he was just gonna pull out of it. Be sidelined for a little bit, but I thought he was gonna make it through. Like 100%. Like it wasn't even a doubt in my mind.
Yeah, especially when the news first was like, oh, he passed, and it's like, no, he's still alive.
Yeah,
And
I fucking hate when like people do that. That's just so weird and distasteful. Like don't do that. Until if the family says something, don't squeak on person's death. Yeah. Especially a great man like DMX. Like don't just do that.
Yeah.
Because you want likes on your Instagram or Twitter or whatever. That's some bullshit. Don't do that.
Yeah, it really is. But in his passing, I did get to learn more about DMX, and just the way I related to him is like one of the videos that started circulating was like, I trust people to be themselves, and I was like, I saw that because I was like, never in my mind did I think that's how I'm living until he said that shit. But then it was like, I do trust people to be themselves. I don't get me like. There's people that'll backstab you, but like you've seen them backstab other people, and it's like I trust them to be themselves. So like for me to get upset when they do that to me is like I kind of knew it was coming type of thing. So
and I think the point he was making is like it takes too much energy to try to trust someone or like
to not do that stuff to you, but they're known to do it. Yeah.
So you just want to trust people to be themselves, and it was just crazy. Like I remember, excuse me, I remember growing up being such a DMX fan, not realizing like the power of his words, and the lyrics. I was just singing along to it, but as I got older, I started to feel his pain.
It started to resonate with you a little more.
Yeah, and there's a song called 24 Hours by Mace featuring the Lox and DMX. You should check it out if you haven't heard it. And like his verse is pretty much saying like his 24 hours, like what he would do. Yeah. And it's just so powerful, like the words that he was saying, like I wanted my name to live forever, and his name will definitely live forever.
Yeah, that it will.
And that's just that's beautiful.
Cause I knew the Rough Riders, the bike group. I knew like I didn't know how associated he was with them until.
No,
I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea until that came up, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah. So I thought that was really dope.
And he was one of my favorite actors as well.
Yeah,
Cradle to the Grave, top 3 would be for me.
Yeah, but he had to be, and it's so crazy because like with all this, of course everybody digs everything up, and then that fake news about Jay-Z buying his masters. So it was crazy to me because it's like technically DMX owed the label like money still. Yeah. When he died. Yeah. Because they couldn't touch his movie money, and that's why he decided to do movies.
Yeah, he a lot of times didn't really want to do some of the movies, but he would just do them just to make extra bread.
Yeah, gotta get the check.
And there's one thing I was just so distasteful. A New York Post article came out.
Oh my god!
Did you see that?
Yes.
About like all the homes DMX's lost. Like bitch, at least he had homes. Like he don't even have houses these days. Yeah. And everyone knows he had money troubles and addiction, and he had his battles, but he was definitely a great man nonetheless. So.
Yeah, that was super distasteful just to bring up at this time, because like, why is that even close to relevant?
It served no purpose
at all.
It was just very sad. Well, again, rest in peace to DMX, a true legend.
For real,
a very true legend.
So let's kind of just let's bring things like locally. Next. So there's been a lot going on as far as it's the bar owner. I'm not even gonna say his name, bro. The bar owner, attacking a young black woman. Do you want to speak on that first? Have you had any troubles with him before?
Not him personally, but there's the bouncer bodyguard dude.
Yeah, the security.
Yeah, he fucking. So one night I was in there. Y'all know me. I do me. And I ordered a drink. He pours my drink. I grab it. I walk away. apparently some white lady said, "Oh, he took my drink." This dude runs me down and tries to like throw me out. I'm like, you just saw me pay for the drink. Like, why would you, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It took like 6 other people surrounding him. Like, yo, he didn't do that. Like, it's not trying to sound cocky, but it's me. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
He's like he like let go of me, but like I could tell he wanted to do something. You know,
Yeah.
I could tell he wanted to get physical. I just like, what the fuck, like. It's like you didn't even like ask me, like you couldn't even like.
You just quickly assumed.
Yeah, like how you know, like you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that could have handled much calmer and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chose violence for no reason. So, fuck that place. I haven't been back since then.
Yeah, nah. A friend of a friend is a bartender there, so he would always try to drag us there, and it's like, dude, I would always tell my homie like, nah, bro, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather go stand around an instant than go there. You know what I'm saying? But I would much rather be home than do either.
Yeah. Facts.
So
a bottle is cheaper.
Yeah, fuck. But I've had my own trials there as far as so when Brandon passed, his family, their benefit was there. And yeah, and I believe I know the bouncer you're talking about. He shook my hand, and it was like a respect thing, but in the back of your mind it's like
yeah.
So after that night I went in there, and I think KJ had a do-rag. Not that night, it was like the next weekend. KJ had a do-rag, and it was like, you can't wear that in here. And I was like, but you know us. We literally just performed a benefit. Like, I brought entertainment to raise money for someone I barely knew.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, you're good. Just take the do-rag off. And then we got inside, and there were kids running around with bandanas, false flagging, hanging out their back pockets, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like...
A hypocrite. There was another time where, this was before the incident, I had to wear like Adidas track pants.
Yeah.
Those aren't cheap, like...
No, those are $50 bands.
I'm saying, like, and I'm comfortable with myself, so I wear the clothes, I'm ready to start.
Yeah.
I'll go to the place, he's like, you can't wear out in here. I was like, why?
Yeah, but then you get in there and there's people wearing like sweatpants.
There's people with no shirt on.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Wrestling,
bro.
I'm like...
Or too fucked up to really even still be in the bar.
Yeah, and yet I can't wear...
Yeah.
Which a lot of pairs of track pants.
And it's like, your place is called the Barn. Why is there a dress code?
Yeah.
But that's the first and last of that. But lately what's going on is, I'm sure everybody knows and everybody has their own opinion on the situation. But, what a lot of people don't take account for is this young lady was 19.
Yeah.
On a full ride scholarship to a Catholic school. That's over fucking priced.
Yeah.
And she's a really good student.
I don't know.
I can't pronounce. It's like I can't pronounce the fucking thing she got, but a full ride to QU.
Yeah, that's not easy to get.
Man. Yeah. So okay. So let's look at the student. Let's take away all the other variables. A full ride to college, an expensive college, a good college, a full ride. It's to play basketball, but you obviously have to have good grades as well. Duh.
Yeah, you can't just get in.
Yeah, because it's not like a D1 school where they need you to just continue to win championships and shit like that. So.
Do they even care about the sporting programs?
Dude, I don't know. I think baseball is like.
Yeah, baseball is the one.
Alright, so let's take away all other variables. A lot of the people when they graduated high school were already drinking at 17 and 18.
Huh. Yeah.
You can go to any bar in town and see a fucking 16-year-old now.
Dude,
due to COVID.
I was in the bars at 17.
Yeah, okay. And this is all of the variables. So you look at these posts and stuff like that. Well, what was she doing there? She's not even old enough to be in there. Everyone knows you can slide them a dub at the door. Everyone.
Or just wipe an X on your head and walk right in.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I've seen that work too, but it was like there's things like there's a pass back. I've had people use my ID that don't look like me to get into bars before. So it's like, come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
No, and then all these people like she shouldn't have been there. It's like, so you've never done anything. Your rap sheet is just perfect.
Right.
You know, this is a college student. College is fucking frustrating this year.
And imagine this time.
Yeah, and she's a student athlete, bro. They get like no time to themselves. So the one night she wants to go out and be a 19-year-old kid with her friend,
yeah,
this happens to her. Well, she shouldn't have fucking been there because she wasn't old enough to be there. She's 19. At 19, you were perfect. You were the perfect human being at 19. You knew everything.
And I'm 100% sure she wasn't the only 19-year-old in there.
Bro, come on.
Like, I'm pretty sure she... Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazier? Undercover cops will walk my events while his place is fucking packed. But they'll walk my events to make sure my venue is at half capacity.
Yeah.
But his bar will be packed, and they'll know that. They'll be sitting outside of it and won't do anything.
And they'll wait. And they'll be parked across the street, wait for you to come out.
Yeah.
To try to catch you drinking driving.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. That's a trap.
But it's like you're not shutting him down. He's not breaking his capacity rule. Like, you know. So let's pay attention to the community that we're in. And no, we can also speak on the good and what's come from that situation and what they're doing. So they have a Justice for Jazz movement right now. I have not had a chance to go to any of the events, but
me either. But I've heard good things about it.
I spoke with someone that went to this most recent one, and you know, they did try to get people to come together to oppose it, but I guess all they did was hide in the building and just watch. And
oh really?
Yeah. So that's a thing too. Like, either way, a 19-year-old drinking at the bar
was attacked.
A young lady, like, this is not another swole ass dude. Whatever she did.
Yeah.
You know, because everyone's like, well, she must have done something. Why does that even have to be a thing? She got her ass beat.
Yeah.
By a guy that's 3 times her weight. A foot and a half taller than her.
Yeah.
Come on, she deserved that for whatever she did. What could she possibly do to that man?
It doesn't matter if she hit the man with the bottle. He could easily walk her out.
Yeah.
With no hesitation.
So it's all just, but I digress. So to go back to it, they have this Justice for Jazz movement, which is highlighting, because come on, even the old heads in town know about this guy and how racist he is.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we were hooping today, and they brought up that there's people that still go because, you know, see, I said this, I was like, there's a lot of pick-me people in that crowd. You know, there's white people that go because Steve is nice to them.
Yeah.
You know, Steve don't mess with them. Steve don't kick them out.
Yeah.
But they could get people out that look just like you. That could very well be you one night.
Yeah.
That easily can be you.
You can wake up on the wrong side of the bed and be like, yeah, you gotta go to.
Yeah. So really, let's just keep it a bean, bro. You feel privileged because this white man let you into an establishment with no problems. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah. And I regret ever being there. Like, who fucking Nazi flies and not Nazi, but
they might as well be, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, it's a part of history. It's been like, what, it's 7 years or something like that, a part of history?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
A war and loss.
Yeah. A part of what history?
Yeah.
Maybe the South.
Which one not?
So, okay. And even then, I would like to, I would go against people and get the facts on their ass on that too. So let's just, you know, call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
My man's is racist. He does not like black people. He has a black girlfriend. Imagine their relationship. She probably hates herself. She could be a pick-me person. Or she, you know, she also could just be a very nice woman who refuses to see that side of him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a thing. Because
I don't mean to take off, but let's not act like slave masters didn't have black girlfriends.
Or they didn't mentally just abuse him.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's so many corrupt things that people do. And don't get me, when I grew up, bro, I was fucking childish as fuck, dude. I was always screaming, white is right, white is right, white is right. I always wanted a white girlfriend, you know. I always wanted that.
Yeah.
But let's be real. I hated myself because my life was so much harder.
Yeah.
My life was so much harder. And I always thought it would be easier if I was white. So I grow up, I learn about my past because they don't teach us our history. They teach us
slavery.
Yeah. And that's it. They teach us, oh, we were free in the North. You guys want to know why we were free in the North? So they weren't forced to be around us.
Yeah.
That's why we were free in the North. So, let's go back to that. So I always, white is right, right is right. I learn about my history. I learn about myself. I learn to love myself. I'm confident in who I am. So,
which takes a lot of hard work to get.
Yeah, it took me going to college. It took me hanging out with black fraternities. It took me taking an African American studies class first off. That really was just eye opening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things. Like everyone gives Thomas Edison the credit for the light bulb. A black man is the reason that light bulb stays on. Come on, but they're not telling you that. They're telling you Thomas Edison made this shit. Come on. He needed a black man to make sure the bitch stayed on.
Yeah, It's not how it looked like he turned it up. He couldn't like keep it on.
Yeah. So there's just things in our that we're taught early on, and we're not taught to like ourselves. We're not taught to appreciate ourselves. And like I said, it took me going that route.
Like the school system. Like for me.
Oh yeah, you were taught in your family.
Yeah, like I was fortunate to have like African sculptures around my grandparents' house and movies, and my grandpa would just have property talks. My relatives are named after African people. So in school, when I talk to what my sons with, it does start at home. So I will say that.
Yeah. So and then I recently shared a post that was like, I have biracial kids. You know what I'm saying? And I've already come to terms that there are people that her mom wants a part of her life that will not be a part of her life.
Never.
Because I'm not doing that. I don't need my daughter to grow up how I did.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah. And it's because we both have biracial children.
Yeah.
We had to have these talks with our significant others,
Yeah.
And it is an uncomfortable talk, but it's one to be had. We can't play games around that because children are sponges.
Yeah, and children are the future, man.
Yeah.
Like a big thing. I know we're getting away from the Justice for Jazz thing, but a big thing right now is like if you look at our generation and you look at the generation that's saying she shouldn't have been in there, who's complaining the most?
Yeah.
It's not our generation. We don't give a fuck. We already know what it is.
Yeah.
Buddy's fucked up.
And he's been that way, man. It's like over 30 complaints.
Cause she was with so she was with the white girl too, and nothing happened to the white girl she was with.
Of course not. I was with the black dude. I was with the white dude when that thing happened to me. Nothing happened to him.
So I don't know.
He was right next to it,
Yeah, that's just how that shit goes. So. Sorry, to get back to the Justice for Jazz. So they've been outside protesting his establishment, and we'll see. I believe he was recently charged. Yeah, he paid the $25,000 bond.
I gotta stop putting money in this man's pocket too, man. I need to stop that.
It's crazy because there's people there like that next weekend after.
It was there this weekend.
Yeah. So and. Pay attention. Just pay attention. Like, there's no good night worth that. Bro, if you guys aren't old enough and don't have your own space, you probably shouldn't be out at the bar.
Yeah. Sit your ass at home.
Yeah. Buy some fucking lights. They're $20 on Amazon. They fucking go with the music. Get a fucking stereo for $20. Get a Bluetooth stereo for $20. That's $40. You get your $15 bottle. You invite the homies. There you go. That's your bar.
Pick it.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guarantee you have a way better night.
Yeah.
Way better.
So I don't know, but I am big on the stop supporting these people. I will stand that until I die. Stop supporting these people. Stop putting money in their pockets because
they're all going to continue to abuse their power with the money they have.
Because he's been a part of multiple failed establishments in town, and due to racism. So it's like, our dollars talk. Our dollars mean a lot to him. So why the fuck are we keeping him open?
Or petty ass.
A night out.
Yeah.
Come on. Be fucking real. You can all these empty fucking bars in here, you can probably rent a bar for a night. Come on. There's alternatives. Just use your fucking head. But let's get back to Justice for Jazz. Like I said, they've been protesting. And I don't know what all they have planned, but they did do a wave of, because I've lost events because artists feel that it is too racist here.
Yeah, and they would be right.
Yeah, but as racist as this place is, it is changing. Change is coming.
Yeah, it is.
Change is coming, and it's not all bad. Yeah, we're a retirement fucking town. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of elderly people with those old mindsets here. Yeah. But with that said, change is coming. We are the change. If we're here, let's be the change, and we've been building on that. Casey,
if no one else will do it, we will.
Yeah, Casey is a white man building a court that saved his life, that saved him and his friend's life. So he decided we should rebuild the court that saved our lives.
Yeah.
For the other kids in that same area.
Yeah. Is he from that area?
I don't know like if he grew up there, but I know Casey hooped there just as much as we did.
Yeah, no, he was nice on the court.
Yeah, so it was just like, the change is coming, and it's up to us to be that change. So
1,000%.
So stop supporting people that preach hate and prejudice, and I'm big on the divide and conquer aspect of life that they are putting us through, because that's all they're trying to do is divide us and conquer us, because it's easy when we're divided to manipulate us.
Yeah.
So, but with that said, change is on the way. As far as finding another bar that's like club aesthetic, it might be a little bit, but you never know. You never know. This incident can inspire someone to be like, we don't want to deal with that anymore. Yeah. How do I go about and get that so my people can be safe, so everyone can be safe, And plus, y'all don't get tired of hearing the same fucking songs
with the whack ass DJ.
Yeah, offbeat, like.
This is stale. Yeah.
I just, transitions are terrible. Like, come on. He can't read the fucking crowd. He'll play with a turn-up song and then, like, completely slow it down by playing something off the wall. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you even a good DJ, or are you just pressing play on songs you like?
I believe he's probably just pressing play,
Yeah. But that's just me being upset at the situation, because it's not fair. That could have been anybody, bro. That has been some of my friends, and that could have been anybody else.
It was me. It was the homies.
Yeah.
It's been countless other people we know. She's like the first one. That's the crazy thing about it. She's like the first one.
Yeah, and I'm upset that if she was warned, she didn't listen. I'm upset because her friend. What was her friend doing?
Yeah. Well, I do.
But it's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not her friend's fault. But
and also, what can she do?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's good, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would definitely be a little solid.
Yeah.
Me personally, like, I know me and my niggas, something going down, we all going down,
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I don't care. Like, if that was one of y'all, it's a wrap. I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah. You already know how we move. Hey. Like, we don't go to these places by ourselves.
Let me just clear some up about my incident. I was solo, so that was my fault. I never go out with myself again.
Yeah. Lesson learned type shit.
Yeah, all God. Like, I don't go out unless it's like with the homies, like, you can't just be going out with anybody,
Yeah, I agree. So with that said, like, I really would like to take this time and just appreciate what the Justice for Jazz movement has done, because it has made us come together as a collective. Although although we're only getting this result because it happened to a college student, and a very successful college student new to that journey, I still appreciate it because it is bringing us together on a different level. And it's up to us to get out there and support them and back them. Like I said, I haven't been able to make an event, but I definitely will try to in the future. I just had prior engagements.
Yeah, I'm usually at work, so I can't go.
But
my support is definitely with them.
Yeah, I mean, we're speaking on it, and is there a GoFundMe for medical bills?
I don't know.
Okay, if there is a GoFundMe and you guys want to just help her out, I mean, because there's definitely gonna be trauma. I believe she's been lawyers, like successful lawyers, have reached out to her to cover the case for free.
Yeah. And I definitely am loving the media attraction from it. It's really changed, and that's the type of new voice we need.
Yeah. So change is coming, and it's like you can be a part of that, or you can just get left. Because we're growing, we're adapting.
With or without you.
Yeah. So.
Facts.
I don't really have much else to say for this episode, but I do kind of want to leave it on a positive note.
Yes.
And I do want to drop a reminder, so kind of just fix the vibe for a minute.
Yeah.
We are going back to where it all started next month. You know, the artists have been selected. I am super excited. That information will be released once we get the flyer complete. But we're going back to the Joker's Lounge for May 29th. We're going to have a showcase with up-and-coming artists. They're going to be from Quincy. I have some guy coming from Ohio, I believe.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, bro. And it's crazy because I couldn't even get, like, Quincy artists just to email me. They all expected me to just put them on. And I'm like, I have motherfuckers from...
It don't work like that,
bro. Yeah. I got motherfuckers from 6 hours away, like, whatever I gotta do. So that really shows me who's hungry, who's not.
Yeah. You gotta want it, you know?
Yeah, because they don't fucking get it. With that said, you know, we're back at the Joker's Lounge. The show will be on the cheap side because I really just want people there to support them.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. You know, here's that club aesthetic that you guys need with live music. We'll have a DJ going. If permitted, we'll have the DJ go after the show too until the Joker's Lounge closed. So it's like, this can be that aesthetic that you've been looking for. Low key, so just take advantage of that. May 22nd, we do have our first comedy act. I guess this is out of order, but we do have our first comedy act. Niles Abston will be here.
That dude's funny.
Yeah, his special is Girls Don't Twerk to Jokes. So, I mean, be sure to check that out. Just get familiar. He'll be here May 22nd.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
And that'll also be at the Joker's Lounge as well. So that'll be dope too. So we got some things coming for you in May.
Is that the first comedy show here?
Yeah. Well, not the first ever, no. They've had some at the one, but this will be our first comedy show. And I'm also working on his tour too. I'm booking his tour for him too. So
turn on. My girl out here making moves.
But if you guys want to check him out, I'll drop that information down below because he is pretty funny. I was dying after the first episode because he just dropped a short series where he just documents him during shows and behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
It's super dope. But yeah, so May 22nd we have now Absent, and we'll have some local comedians as well as some from Kansas City come up. May 29th we have the showcase. More information to come on that, and that's about all I got today.
Hey, it's all good.
All right. So we good?
I think we're good. Live life, pray for others, stay out of trouble, don't do drugs you can't handle.
Change is coming. I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And this was a Kickback.
Yes, sir.
Peace. Hey yo, it's Jay on the beat.